higher interest rates, and throw in just some broader economic uncertainty. Together, that is weighing on the housing market, and it is finally starting to hit home prices. Diana Olick is here with the bad news, unless you're trying to get into the market, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say bad news or good news, depending on if you're the buyer or the seller, right? A new report shows home price growth slowed to just 2% year over year in April. That is the slowest growth in over a decade, actually since 2012. Break it out. And single-family detached homes saw 2.46% annual growth, while attached, that's your condos and your townhomes, they fell. That's the first annual decline also since 2012, and that's all according to Cotality. Why? Well, two things, really. The number of active listings for sale in May was up over 31% compared to a year ago, and mortgage rates are still stubbornly high. The average rate on the 30-year fixed is 6.95% today. That, according to Mortgage News Daily. Rates have been hovering in this narrow range between 6.8 and around 7%, really since early April. Of course, all real estate is local, so about 14 of the 100 largest metropolitan markets reported annual declines. That is up from 12 markets the previous month. The majority, though, are concentrated in Florida and Texas. By state, home prices have now gone negative compared to last year in Florida, Texas, Hawaii, and the District of Columbia. And Florida is, I want to say, a real red flag. All 5 of the nation's most at-risk markets are in Florida, and the state overall has seen its prices dip below the national median. But Kelly, I will say, the highest of the high-end luxury in Miami is still okay.
But it's so funny because we talk about this as if it almost tells us something bad is happening. What is it telling us?
Well, it's bad or good depending on which side you're on. If you're a buyer and you're trying to get into the market, it's great news that prices are starting to come down a bit. Are we going to see a national home price crash like we did during the Great Recession? Absolutely not. There's just simply too much demand. And even though supply has come up, it's still only right around where we were right before the pandemic.
I saw someone the other day say, supply in Dallas or one of these markets is 5 times what it was in 2021. I'm like, you're going to have to pick a different starting point. Because
right, exactly.
There was one house for sale back then.
Talk about 2019.
Yeah,
not so much.
Exactly. Diana, appreciate it.
Sure.
For now, Diana Olick.